Hey everyone, good evening, or good afternoon, good morning, depending on where and when you're tuning into this little video. So I just wanted to hop on and do a little oracle message for wherever this might greet you in time. So let's just go ahead and drop in real quick. And close your eyes and bring your awareness to the breath. Bring your awareness to the heart. And just gently begin deepening the breath. And really presencing yourself here in this moment. And in this space we call on the wisdom keepers of time, our angels and guides, ancestors of light. We call on all those that came before us and walked beside us on the path, helping to guide us, keep us protected and safe. We call on you and we ask that you join here this evening, today, for whoever might listen to this message now or later in time, to bring forth the perfect guidance for whatever is being called for whatever is needed. May all viewers, may all those that come across this message be able to listen with love and hear the message with love and receive exactly what it is that they need, knowing what's theirs and leaving the rest. So it is, so shall it be. Aho. Space is open. Okay, tonight I am reading from my my energy and spirit oracle deck. It's one of my favorites, and it's pretty fun. I read from this last week sometime in one of my first message. I'm just waiting for one more card to present itself. I hope you're all having a lovely day, feeling good about yourself, feeling the love, sending you lots of love. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so we actually have 4, and the fourth one is one that just kept popping out earlier as I was shuffling around in the deck. So our first one was actually soulful appreciation. This is the one that we got last week also with the same deck. And this is just a reminder to be grateful for what we already have. It's so beautiful on this, how on the scale, the coins are actually not tipping it as much as the butterfly that flitters in and out of dimensions, that represents the moving and passage of time, the unknown connection to spirit, the seemingly little things in life, our appreciation of nature, of just, having shoes on our feet or a roof over our head, or the appreciation of a conversation with a friend. This card is really just a reminder that to drop into that soulful appreciation, heartfelt gratitude, not just, oh yeah, I'm so grateful that I have that, but how can we really feel it? How can we really feel it? And the fact that we got this twice, I know this is a practice constantly in my own life of how can I be more grateful? How can I be more comfortable? How can I be more happy? I just read a comment in the chat, so I'm just sending you lots of love, Betty. So much love, and we'll see what comes through from this, and you can feel it. You can feel it. So this is a reminder that we have so much to be grateful for in our day-to-day life, and we often think that we need, the gold in order to be grateful. And we don't. We have a lot that we can be grateful for. We can be grateful for this moment right here, that you get to, be watching this from wherever it is that you're sitting and watching it, and that you have ears to hear and eyes to see, or, even whatever you can vision in your mind, right? So, such a beautiful reminder. And this other card is, maybe we even got this one, I can't remember, is sensitivity and strength. This is tapping the forces within. So right now it's being called to really turn inward, to move into that space of both sensitivity and strength. Can we be strong and sensitive at the same time? Can we tap into that internal part of ourselves that is capable of dealing with all sorts of changes in life with grace and ease? This is a reminder that we have that capability, that we really do. It's already there within us. It's innate within us. It's interesting that this shirt is what I wore tonight. It's always strong and always thankful. My mom gave this to me. It's a reminder to remain strong and thankful. And that's our cards, right? So we remember to be grateful, and we remember that we can be strong. And we can be strong while savoring and holding that soft part of ourselves. It's interesting. I don't want to ever. I can sit with that, Betty, for you, and you can reach out to me directly if you'd like for more clarity. But because it's such a community reading right now, and there's a lot coming in, I want you to hold in your heart however this is going to come in for you. But this next card is, and that fell. So hold on, let me go back to this. You know, sometimes in life when things get really hard and they're challenging and we kind of feel like the weight of the world is crushing down upon us, like we can't go on, like there's too much, it's too heavy, it's too hard. We have to call on something greater than ourselves. We have to hold onto the vision and the knowing of something greater than ourselves. And you know, in this card, there's a little white feather up on the top, and it's just floating there. And the white feather is a symbol of spirit guiding us, of spirit staying connected to us, of spirit like right next to us. And so when life gets heavy, when it feels like the whole weight of the world is on our shoulders, can we turn to spirit? Can we have that sensitivity in the sense of being sensitive to the guidance of spirit? Can we embrace spirit when life is challenging and when life is good? Can we turn to spirit in all moments? Can we turn inward? Can we trust? This is the big one. Can we trust that life is happening for us and not to us? And that we're always being guided? There are messages in the whispers in the wind. There are messages in conversations that you overhear. There are messages in, you know, the signs you see, physical signs, you know, the metaphysical signs in the physical signs that we see at all time from all of us, you know. And even speaking from my own experience, when my dad passed away when I was 16, ever since he's passed, he sends me signs and synchronicities all the time. And sometimes I just have to ask for them, letting me know. And there's no way it would come from anywhere else, right? Because you ask for a very specific sign that only I would know. Only I would know the symbolism of that, right? So that's happening all the time, all around us. We're always receiving these signs. We just have to be open to receiving them. We have to be sensitive to receiving them and strong enough to receive them. And grateful and appreciative for when they come. And for them being here at all times. So this third card is freedom. It's a dove that's been released from its cage, and it is flying off, and it's finally free. It's moving on, it's letting go. It's freedom. This is a symbol of freedom, of liberation, of transcendence and transformation. Freedom is something that we have to claim, and it's also something that is received. We can become trapped in our own mind, in the muck of our own life. And a lot of the time, we don't even realize that we're doing it to ourselves. Sure, there's circumstances and things that happen around us that, you know, there's no way we're not going to, you know, like that happened, right? But we're the ones that are in charge of what goes on up here. And I know it doesn't always feel that way. Sometimes, our brain's just running like a little, you know, like they call it monkey mind for a reason. But we are the ones that are in charge of our minds. We are the ones that get to work on rewiring and reworking them. And freedom and liberation come when we decide that we can do that, we're worthy of doing that, that we're capable, we're strong enough. But this is also a symbol and a reminder that if there's something that you've been holding on to, if there's something that you've just been really clenching onto and you haven't wanted to let it go, now's the time. Now is the time to let it go. Now's the time to let yourself move on. What is it that you think about all day long? What are the reoccurring, repetitive thoughts that are not actually helpful? Can you let them go? And then this question, I love to ask this question to myself, and I think it's really important and valuable here, is what would it mean to let it go? What would it mean to let it go? What would you have to do? Who would you have to become to be able to let it go? To move on, to free yourself from the prison, from the cage? And how can you recognize that you already are free? You're a sovereign being. You are already free. And you've been free all along. I also love that there's a little butterfly on this one also. So that's 2 cards with the butterfly. And the butterfly is a symbol of spirit, of that, again, that fluttering between dimensions. Butterflies, they are that, to me, in my understanding, they are a symbol of the way in which we can move between dimensions, between the veil, that we can really truly sense spirit, our guides, our loved ones. But it requires us to let go a little bit, to surrender, because we can't hear if we're up here in our minds and we're just thinking. We can't hear the guidance. We can't hear if we're in our fear mode. We can't hear it. So we have to surrender. We got to drop in. We got to really let go, and be sensitive to the messages of spirit. Be sensitive to the connection between you and spirit, between you, my computer, between you and the quantum, right? The ether, the whatever you like to call it. So this last card is the Wisdom of the Magi. And this card is symbolic of, it says what's mental clarity at the bottom, but it has to do specifically with something that either you have been dreaming about for a while, or you are trying to find a way. There's something in your life where you're trying to find a way. Maybe you've been trying to force the outcome, or worried about, fearful of the outcome. And this is a reminder that, or this is a symbol that it's almost like the clouds are parting and there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and soon that the project or the whatever it is that you've been working on and trying to find a way with is going to come to pass. It's going to reveal itself. It's going to become known. It's going to make more sense. And you can call on the wisdom of the Magi. You can call on your guides, which is really something that's coming through very strongly in these cards, is a need to call on your guides, your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, your loved ones that are right there with you, calling on them and being with them. Connecting with them, because they're right there with you and they can answer all of your questions and all of your confusions and all of your needs. And I think I appreciate those of you that are here on this live stream with me right now. And I just want to say my heart goes out to you, Betty, and that I really feel for you right now, that it's so important that you connect, you drop in and go into that heart, really connect with beyond the veil, calling in your son, calling in your loved ones to truly feel their presence, because they're always right there with us. And the only thing that separates us from them is our belief that we are separated from them. You know, we drop into this world. This is my belief system, obviously, but we drop into this world and we pass through the veil of forgetfulness, and we forget where we came from. We forget who we are, who we truly are, who our spirit is. And really all that's separating us is a perception, is just a thin little veil. That when we can really go inward and when we can really connect with our heart and we can surrender to the divine, it's just like the veil gets lifted again, and we're reminded of who we are. Thank you, Shelley. I hope I said your name close to right, and thank you for that. So I think there's something that's coming through so strong, and that really is that call to connect with your guides, connect with your family, connect with your ancestors. You have questions of why or how or when. And those answers come from within, but they come from that greater connection with spirit. That is where they come from. All the clarity, all the mental clarity, all that you need, all that you're looking for and searching for is right there in that connection, in that surrender, in the welcoming into the heart, in the recognition that we are all sovereign beings. And we're all worthy, and we are all capable of this connection and this experience, this divine connection. So I just want to hold the space to see if anything else is coming through. It just feels really potent right now. It feels really strong, and I hope that if you receive this message, if you find this, whether, I know there's a few of you here, and whether you're here or you're watching this recording later, I really, really hope, and I bless you with the intention to connect, to drop in, to surrender, to meet with your guides, to let go of that burden that you're holding on to trust that you are already free, and the only thing standing in between you and that freedom is a perception. The only thing standing between you and your guides is a perception. Be strong. Be strong. Because you are strong. You have that strength within you. You are a divine being. You have the strength. You must go inward and summon it when you need it. You must call it forth and say, I know I have the strength within me. I know I have the strength within me. The world can be a challenging place. And when we can truly, truly drop into our heart and surrender, we can find our place here. I want to just thank the individuals that have been discussing in the chat and working back and forth with each other. I think that's very beautiful. Betty, you're more than welcome to reach out to me at my email, and I'll drop that in the chat. You can also find it under somewhere, wherever you find the description. And you can reach out to me and I can share that. I just want to always hold the space in such a broad way. And when I'm holding it like that, there's a lot coming through, and don't want to claim anything like that in such a public way. Um, yeah. So I love you. I love you all. I really appreciate you. And I invite you to just really surrender and trust. Let go where you need to let go. Okay. My heart goes out to all of you. I'll see you soon. Much love. Till next time.